U.S. Census data suggests that the migration of black people out of major cities in the North and West is continuing unabated. Because of it, some of the blackest communities in America becoming far less black. Take Harlem, for example. According to Census data, Harlem has lost over 10,000 black residents since 2010 and gained more than 18,000 white ones. The loss of black residents has resulted in Latino and Hispanic residents becoming the largest ethnic group in Harlem. The black population of Harlem is now 36.8% compared to the 37.4% who are Hispanic or Latino. Other predominantly black cities associated with large black populations like Washington, D.C., Detroit, and St. Louis, well, they're also shedding of black people. Washington, D.C., black population has decreased from 50% in 2010 to 40.9% in 2020. Detroit's black population has reduced from 82.2% in 2010 to 77.2% in 2020. And in St. Louis, the black population went from 49.2% in 2010 to 45.3% in 2020. Now, whether it's through migration or gentrification, black cities are becoming increasingly less black. And with the loss of black residents may come a loss of black history and black culture. Joining us now to discuss this is senior writer for The Root, Michael Harriot. Thank you so much for joining us, Michael. When you think about Harlem, you think about all the culture birthed there. With black residents leaving communities such as Harlem in droves, do you think there's going to be a loss of culture and a sense of history with the black population loss?
Well, I think for a community to maintain its sense of history, it doesn't have to remain demographically the same. There's still a lot of black people in Harlem and in many of these cities. So it's up to the residents, the black residents that are left. And remember now, when we talk about these areas, a lot of these people didn't move like from Harlem to DC or from Harlem to Texas. They're right in Brooklyn or in other communities. They've been effectively priced out. So it's not like some of the people who grew up and maintained and lived in these communities for years are a long way away. So they still maintain that sense of community because a lot of the white people who move in don't have that sense of community and don't try to maintain the cultural sense of community that some of the former residents had.
I mean, let's face it, when you think about Harlem, I remember eating at Sylvia's there and just taking in the blackness of it. This was before white folks moved in. There was a time people were scared to go to Harlem. And to think that now there's less black people there, it's hard to understand why, when it comes to black communities, there just doesn't seem to be this longevity in terms of keeping root of what people think is their own. I'm not sure if you follow me on that, but Harlem just seems to be, it's just black. That's what you think of it as.
Wait, so with Harlem and many of these other communities, first of all, we have to remember how these communities came to be, right? It's because white people wouldn't let black people live anywhere else except these specific areas, right? And so now that redlining is kind of over, and now that black people really kind of have the choice to live wherever they want to, it's not that black people are fleeing black communities. It's just that we are kind of evening out all across the country because there's just more places for us to choose to live. It's not like we're running to white people. It's that we're buying property. We want to be landowners too. We want to be homeowners. We want to basically invest in the promise that America offered white people. And so, when that happens, you're going to see these communities come demographically wider because, let's be honest, ain't no houses to buy in Harlem. And the ones that are for sale, the ones that that often go up for sale, black people in those neighborhoods can't afford them because white people price them out. And Harlem, it's right in Manhattan. White people really have demographically taken over Manhattan and many of the other boroughs in New York.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Black people can't even afford homes in Harlem, which is where they had to go in the first place because they weren't welcome in other areas. So is it that black folks are migrating to the South and the suburbs, or is it really gentrification that's the most significant contributor to black people leaving black cities?
Well, it's a little bit of both, right? So the people in Harlem, right? A lot of them want to become homeowners. Let's be honest. If you are from New York, the average black person can't afford to buy a brownstone in Harlem or in Brooklyn because white people are taking it over. It drives the rent up. It drives the prices of the homes up. And so the middle class black people who used to occupy these communities, they just really can't afford to live there because of the changing demographics of higher educated, richer white people putting a premium on these communities like Harlem that are, close to New York, like right in the city. And so that's part of it, right? And then the other part, again, is that some of those people who would have typically been residents of Harlem, right? It's not like black people are fleeing Harlem. There's a turnover of every community every few years, right? But the people who would have typically moved into Harlem to replace those people who moved to the suburbs, they can't afford it, and so they are moving to other places too. So it's not, we like to
So
think of it as a
Michael,
zero
so
sum
Michael,
game.
let me ask
It's
you
not
this.
like,
If black folks move to the suburbs, can they take their culture with them? Or if you move to the suburbs, you just got to fit in and not make waves. Will black people be able to have their rich culture when they move out to the suburbs when there's predominantly white populations?
well, so that's an easy question to answer because let's remember where most black people live in the South, right? So, we like to think of these places like Harlem and St. Louis as enclaves of black people, but most black people live in the South. Most black people in America don't live in homogenous communities, right? So, that's an easy question to answer because our culture hasn't gone anywhere with black people living around white people. And ultimately, part of it is that for most of American history, black people haven't been allowed to live wherever they want to. And so instead of these neighborhoods becoming demographically wider, America really is becoming demographically blacker because if the cities are becoming demographically wider, we got to remember those suburbs and those rural areas are becoming blacker.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. We forgot to mention you're in Alabama, so I know the South is close to your heart, Harlem's close to mine, and everywhere in between is full of black folks, so we'll eventually catch up to each other, right? Take care, Michael. Appreciate you joining us. A brand new U.S. Senate candidate in the state of Ohio joins us next. You're watching Prime on BNC.